it's painful. I know it's an old truck, but it really is painful to do this. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Hope that you guys are having a great day. We are picking up right where we left off with the BLAZER project. We got them new wheels and tires put on there, looking great, but we don't have the clearance and we need to cut that front bumper. With the torsion bars jacked up all the way like I had them, we might have had enough, but even then I don't think so. I think because I am running them a little bit out, I'm running some offset, no spacers, but I'm running aggressive offset on them so they do stick out a little bit because I wanted a little baby stance for my baby project truck. But even, what was I saying? I think even with them up all the way, I think because of the aggressiveness of the stance, it would still rub that bumper because that bumper, it doesn't, the Chevys, they don't give you a lot of clearance to begin with. If you didn't see the video about the wheels and tires themselves, I did drop the torsion bars down about an inch. We're still way up because of the tires. We're actually up to, we started out with 34 inches from ground to fender. We're almost 39 now. So the truck is almost 5 inches taller than it was. But I did drop the torsion bars down a little bit because we couldn't get the truck aligned with them up all the way. Now the truck has good alignment, everything's straight and good to go. But as a result, like I said, we did have to we lowered the front end of the truck back down just very slightly. That is very well something you might have happen. If you have your torsion bars up all the way, you might not be able to get it aligned, and you might have to play with them a little bit because your torsion bars bring your wheel, so like ideally, right, your wheel is straight. When you jack your torsion bars up, it might bring your wheel in like this because you're pulling it up. It's like you're pulling your wheels up, which is gonna obviously drag the inside of the wheel inward, if that makes sense. Because picture like two wheels on a straight bar you can't move and you pull it up, well, the wheels might still touch the ground, but rather than be flat, they might come up a little bit. So you might have to play with the torsion bars a little bit when you do get your truck aligned, but really not a big deal. Again, it's an 18mm socket. It takes 2 seconds to adjust them. So with that being said, boys, let's break out the Sawzall once again and we'll get to cutting. All right, so there you can see side one is done. And what I like to do is I tried to stay to the right of the rubber just so we didn't have to cut that. I mean, I don't really know why. It's not like it's gonna look nice anyway, but I figured if we don't have to cut that, it might be nice to keep it there. But it's tough to keep it in a straight line, but I think it looks pretty good. And again, you know, we're not going for like the ultimate clean look. We're going more for function. Actually isn't bad at all. And what I like to do is I like to sand the edge pretty good, just so there's no like jagged pieces of metal sticking out or anything, so you can still touch this and be like, you know, I can touch this and it's not gonna cut my hand or anything. Same reason why I like to take a hammer and just kind of dull that point so that that's not too sharp in case you're ever working on the truck or anything. If you hit like a really sharp metal point, you're not gonna like that. So I usually take a hammer and just kind of hit that real good so it's dull. The only other thing I wanna do is cut this piece right here because I don't like the way that looks. And also you have to cut the inner part of, it's like a plastic piece. It's not really part of anything, but it's made to look like the body line comes down farther for some reason. They do it up here too. I guess to cover the gap between the bumper and the body, which makes sense. But most of it is obscured by the bumper anyway. So, you know, like I cut, as you can see, I just cut right here. But really, honestly, like when you step back, it really is barely noticeable. Like nobody is gonna look at that and be like, oh, it's not how that bumper is supposed to look. Absolutely not. And it really looks, pretty damn good. We'll do the same thing on the other side and test it and see if we can go full lock with the wheels. Moment of truth. Do we have enough? I think we'll be fine, really. I mean, we have quite a bit now, but you never know. Sometimes it surprises you. Full lock, no problem. No problem at all. Let's see if it's running, rubbing the inner fender. Ooh. It is a little bit. It's rubbing the fender flare a little bit. See, normally you don't, like my old truck didn't have these fender flares, so it was just right there, which in that case we would be fine. But it is rubbing the fender flare a little bit. We might have to cut that. Front, I'm sure, is okay on the other side. But see, you never know. Let's see if it does it on this side as well. cut that inner part out a little bit, and then we'll try it again. That should work pretty well. I scooped out a portion of the fender flare, as you can see, but I didn't cut the outside of the flare. So from the side view, and what you're gonna see, it still looks normal and looks pretty good, as opposed to having like a giant gash cut out of it. But I didn't cut the body. That should give us enough, I would think. Oh, we're good, I think. I didn't hear anything. Woo, we're close. How close was it? Wow, that's insane. That's insane. All right, now for the other way. All right. That was so freaking close. I can't even believe it. This side, I think we're good. I think we're pretty good on that side. I think I have a little bit more on that side, but all right, BLAZER, good to go on the new wheel and tire setup. 717 bumper and fender mod is complete. Job well done. By the way, of course, if you're keeping track at home, that is one more mod that is free. Crazy how a few little touches can make such a big difference on a truck. I mean, think back to when I first got the BLAZER and what it looks like now, sitting there all mean and nasty. Like, they don't even look like the same truck. Look at it. Look at it. Perfect stance. Perfect. Now that our custom SS717 bumper has been installed and our fender mod has been completed, what better way to test our new setup than to go off-roading? And we are currently headed to the farm, and apparently Steve is on his way and Bobby is already there, so this should be fun. Bobby is already here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, you remember the key, right?
I thought you had it.
Okay, well, the gate's locked. I thought I gave you a key.
No, I don't have a key. You have a key.
Well, we gotta figure something out here then, dude.
We'll get around. We could get around it. It's not like it's hard.
We just gotta figure it out.
Doing great so far. For anybody who doesn't know, Bobby and I recently acquired a really nice piece of land out here in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. But we're new to this. We're new. There's gonna be some growing pains, but we'll figure it out. He's already stuck. I think Bobby's already stuck. Bobby! Are you stuck?
Yeah, we made it 20 feet.
Are you honestly stuck?
Well, if you look on the left side of the truck, because the right side's like, how am I stuck?
Yeah.
The left side's totally different tail.
All right, let's check it out. Oh yeah, I can see why. You're probably on the frame under there.
Yeah, we're beached.
Yeah, I can see that. So the goal is to what? We're going right through there? Yeah, that's a good path right there.
I think it is, because my main concern was the tree that is currently already knocked out.
Oh yeah, look at that hole.
That ate it. Ooh, that might be a little tough to get out of, dude.
I'll pull you out, but.
You think?
Yeah. We get stuck all the time. Well, not me, but Steve and everybody else. All right, he's out. We got him out. The BLAZER is just everybody's savior. Basically, he's Jesus. Oh my God, I got mud all over. He's doing good. There he goes. Wow, he's up and over. All right. Fair enough, boys, fair enough. Now, the BLAZER is a lot wider than that Dakota. That's the only worry here. Like a lot wider. My mirrors are hitting things. Oh. Oh God, it's painful. I know it's an old truck, but it really is painful to do this. Oh. Oh God, no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. Running over a tree. Oh no, I don't like this at all. That was really, really painful. BLAZER, I am so sorry. That was so painful to do. See me like bounce off that one tree?
Well, you hit this tree pretty hard too, like right next to you. So.
This is what happens. I'm a true truck lover. I really can't help it. And I buy an old truck that I swear, like, oh, I'm not gonna care about it. But I can't help but treat it like a child. What, buddy?
I'm just gonna drive out here, try and clear a path for you so you don't get so scraped up.
All right.
It don't look bad. You're good. You're good.
Some of this shit I can't even, like, look at this. I have to drive through this entire bush. Oh God, I gotta put this window up. I have a tree coming in the window here in a second. Poor Blazer, he lived such a long, good, happy life. And he is so old, and he was supposed to be retired, and then I got him.
It's like nails on a chalkboard. Thought this was gonna be a lot worse, man. This doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah, this is a really nice flat area.
We got a trail off to the left. It looks like it's already. I've never actually seen this trail before. Have you?
That trail, yeah, I was on that in the quad. That goes to the end of the property. Goes to
I've ever been back there before.
Yeah, like past that tree is just a the big tree there is just like all open field.
Yeah, so we pretty much all have everything that's in view right now is fair game.
No, this is nice. Plus this is a really nice like play area. We're already making a mud bog out of it. Back there, how deep is that? Do you have any idea?
That's probably about 10 feet.
Okay.
The problem is you have trees that are down in it, so
yeah,
you're gonna probably get hung up. But one day, I don't know.
Yeah, one day when the Blazer's like a 20-inch lifted mud bogger on like 48s, we can do it. The farm here is a work in progress, as you can probably tell, and we're not even really like exactly sure what we want to do yet. Maybe like an off-road park, an ATV track course thing. We have a lot of ideas, which we'll work on here for the season. Well, as you can see, we definitely put these new tires to the test, the ultimate test, and they did really well. Really impressed with the whole truck overall. It drives really, really nice on the street. The on-road manners of the tires are great. And you know, previously I had no experience with Pro Comp tires. I've had Nittos, I've had Toyos, but I'm really impressed. You know, the Pro Comp tires were inexpensive. They work really well. Again, the on-road manners are great. You hear a little bit of road noise, but that's to be expected with any aggressive tire, and it's not bad at all. So yeah, I mean, I would say I think they're a really good buy. They work really well in the mud. The difference is night and day between the stock tires and these, as you would expect, because it's totally different. You're going from this tread to this tread, and you can see the differences. Well, I mean, just it's totally different world. And also, here's a little comparison between the Tahoe wheel and tire setup next to the Duramax wheel and tire setup. So you can see pretty big difference there as well, but not really that much taller though. That is the thing. Everybody thinks the Duramax has huge tires on it. Well, they're really wide, but they're only a 35-inch tall, so only about 2 inches taller than this one. Really excited about the Tahoe's performance. She did great. Now the only thing, and this might sound dumb because of the rust on the truck, but the only thing I'm kind of bummed out about is I bashed the side into a tree. And you can see I really dented the door. And other than the rust, like the body was pretty much perfect. It didn't have any big dents, and now I've caused one. But what can you do? I think it should be easily fixed. You can go in through this broken panel and punch it out. But I'll get that done when I get the rust fixed, which, by the way, I saw a few people in the comments asking. Yes, we are definitely going to address the rust and then do full paint. Lots of other stuff on the Tahoe to come, so I hope you guys are excited about that. Let me know in the comments below as always. If you did enjoy this upload, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, take care, and have a great night.